Hey there, welcome back to our AWS journey. Let's complete the deployment and do something with the backend, since right now, if we visit the main domain, we see the front-end application. So we should have some ways so that the front-end can talk with the backend, right? Let's go ahead and get started. All right. So here we have the terminal open. Let's close it and again start from absolute scratch. Terminal, don't you worry. I am on Mac. If you are on Windows, you have to follow the PuTTY, the SSH connection way. Download. Okay, downloads. Now we have to go inside the machine using SSH. All right, let's increase the terminal a bit. Okay, and let's make the font size a little bit bigger so that you see what is actually going on. All right, it's almost there, it's there. Okay. Come on, man. Okay. Okay, for example, we now see etc nginx sites avail error sudo nano default. Why? Because we want to edit something in that file. Now let's scroll down, and this is the server block. I mean, this is the place where we will be adding something, and make sure you notice this 443 SSL default underscore server. This is the place where we need to add something. In the previous video, I have shown you that under location, try files, and underneath that we had some lines and I commented those lines, right? Now, by the way, I have removed those lines because I wanted to do something else with it. So before this video, I just removed those lines. Now we need to take something more. We need to take a new block. Location, backend. Feel free to give any name, whatever you prefer. I have just given it to backend so that I can recognize that, okay, for backend, I need to modify or write something over here. Now we need to add some code. And this is the code, what I have shown in one of my videos, installing nginx video. You can jump into that video again and to see that this is what I have just written. You can see in the screen as well. So let's just copy this and go back to, just wait a second here, and just paste it. Okay. Let's uncomment this everything. Right, okay. Now, let's uncomment everything, and in case you are wondering how am I moving this from left side to right side, I'm just pressing the tab button. Okay. Proxy cache bypass, everything is there. Now just save it and Control X, and then we need to restart our nginx so that the changes are in place. Oh, it just was that. Okay, restart nginx. Everything is on right. Is it? No. Now, if I just do one thing, if I browse and take a new tab, and if I do like this admin.tech, you'll see that I am having the website. But if I do this, that admin.tech slash backend, you'll see where you have something called 502 bad gateway. Interesting. Let's debug this. Why it is coming? Why it is coming? Why, man? Why? Where is our Node.js application? If you remember, in that nginx file, we have, I have mentioned that, okay, man, the backend should always point to localhost 5000, which is my backend Node.js server. Okay, all right, now let's just check whether our backend is running or not. And we used PM2 to start our backend, didn't we? Yeah, we did. So now if I just say PM2 list, you'll say, all right. That it somehow got stopped and we need to start it. We can, but let's go have one step further. Let's go inside this application and try to run this server manually. Why? Because we need to do some testing so that every time I just don't want to rely on PM2, we can just console it right from there. Okay, so the server is up and running by now, and let's go back to the browser and it should be visible by now. If I just do one thing, just control reload, you'll say, oh, okay. Hey, I am running and the port is 5000. All right. Let me show you something here. If I just do sudo nano app.js, you will see we have a route called backend. Interesting. We have a route called backend. Now, if I edit this route and make it, for example, let's write code. For example, if I just edit this route, and now if I just type node app.js, oh my bad, don't do that. Ajman, you are pretty smart, just do this. Now, let's just reload this application. You will see, okay, it's pretty good. Now, we should say, let's write code. What? Why we need to say backend slash let's write code? There is no such route like that. Well, here we have to understand one thing. If you remember in the nginx configuration, we mentioned a new location block and we kept the name called backend. You could keep it API, you could keep it your own name, whatever you like. You could just give it a name. It's just a name. But in Node.js application, whenever we hit a route for particularly backend, for example, this time I just want to say let's write code. If I say let's write code, now when this request goes to nginx will say, okay, I have two blocks. One is root, one is backend. Okay, backend doesn't match with this, leave backend. Root, okay, there is a possibility that it can match with root, I mean the slash. Okay, backend go. I can just, so this way it is how it handles. So now, in our front-end application, we do not have any route called let's write code. Do we? No, we don't. But I want to request to the backend server, and the route is there. So I definitely should say, let's admin.tech slash backend, and then slash let's write code. So you understand where this backend coming from? The backend is coming from the name we kept. If we change the name to API, we have to write it API. If we change the name to admin pradhan in the nginx file, we have to write admin pradhan here in the URL also. Are you serious? We have to write every time this name? Yes, we have to write. Now that's an issue, right? yeah, that is definitely an issue. And we need to talk on this. And this video is pretty long so far. This is a part 1. In the part 2, I'm going to fix this issue and run from the browser. That this is how we can fix it. Let's go ahead and just talk in the next video.